I was very young when I heard the terms ADHD because someone in my family has it, and I watched him deal with it his whole life. My child was dual diagnosed with high functioning autism and ADHD. I first noticed that there was a difference when he was about 4 or 5 years old, and I would notice that he wouldn't really listen to you when you were calling him. He was hyper focused on the television, and he would stim or he would do things to kind of keep him normal. Like he'll play with the toy, or he would play with the lights or be fixated on the lights, and I noticed that wasn't normal. When people think ADHD, I think the first medicine they think of is Ritalin, because that was what was predominantly used when we were younger, we were growing up. And a lot of times the side effects for children didn't eat. They did become zombie-like, but I think technology has improved, medications have improved. There are so many different types of medications for ADHD, and people need to understand that there is a chemical imbalance in their brain, and sometimes children need it.
I've been teaching since January 2018, so a little under 2 years. I have encountered some students that suffer from ADHD in my classroom, outside of my classroom, just in passing, in general. I tend to try to know what's going on in school a lot, so I'm quite often in the counselor's office just because I want to know who these kids are. I do believe stereotypes play a part in students being properly diagnosed for having ADHD or not having ADHD based on the fact that stereotypically within the communities there are not a lot of resources available.
My biggest advice that I have is to know your child, love your child regardless. Do not handicap them. While I understand that everybody's situation isn't like mine, I was blessed and fortunate enough that my child, his behaviors aren't extreme. I've seen extreme cases. But you don't have to tell them, oh, you have this disorder, this is why you act that way, because children are very smart and they will manipulate you and take advantage of it. Also, as far as the medicine, I, again, have seen extreme cases where children cannot function, they cannot concentrate, and I've come in contact with people who are just flat out like, oh, I don't believe in medicine, I'm not doing that. And they're hindering them and not helping them. And if you want them to be successful and productive members of the society, you need to do everything you can to give your child that leg up they need, especially our African American kids, because we're already 2 steps behind.